spend time playing that game?
I can't. We restricted.
You can. We
don't
not
like
that
that shit.
restricted.
We in the park.
You can go outside. You take her on a walk. You take her on a picnic. Take her on a drive-through. You take her and do that shit as much as you play the game.
No, I don't do that.
You don't. Period.
Hey, speaking of, because body positivity, because I put on a little COVID weight.
Well, shit.
Look, I feel like the biggest loser had to get the weight off. Birdies coming when I touch the green like I play golf. Brother always clutching, he like Iggy in the playoffs. Do it for the culture like you know I'm finna take off. I done put bands in this shit so it's gon' pay off. Hustle like a single mother, I can't take a day off. Work like Rihanna can't get laid off. Gotta bring it home like the just said play ball. I done raised the bar like I'm finna get my squad on. Arthritis time and I can feel this.
Thanks for tuning into the episode Don't Do That Chat. Today we got a great topic. We're gonna talk about video games part 2. We got a special guest. She got something to say. We're going to find out what it is. We're going to find out. And also, we got another topic about body positivity with the kind of like the TikTok challenges going on. And we kind of give our opinion about it and see how y'all want to feel. How y'all feel about it too. As always, this is Dartis, a.k.a. Tease.
It's Dieter's Money, man. And I'm back, yes, still be. And we going crazy, yes, still be. Yes, sir.
And maybe.
And our special guest, of course.
My name is Marissa.
We got a Marissa Giddy. You feel me? Welcome to the show. All right.
Now, I kind of want to start this topic off. So, what we were saying last time about video games part 2, I mean, Dom said it the best. You know, if your man, your man playing video games late at night and you want to distract him, maybe suck his dick, you know. I'm just saying.
I'll put that up.
But other than that, there's a fine line between video games and overdoing it. But I feel like there's got to be equal balance for the males that are out there today that are like pretty much getting criticized by the girls. Like, oh, he always play the game, he always do this.
Every girl.
And so,
like
I mean, that's what she's here for.
It's like y'all got a code. It's like girls came together and like on some group chat and like Facebook or MySpace when that shit first came out. It was like, bro, and you do start playing video games in the next 5 years, we on their ass. But going into what you're saying, so like I mean, like it's the truth, but like I don't know how to talk about it. Girls do not like it, but they do not like they do. Like every day, my girl complaining. Like I was touring this couple at my job and same thing to do. Like I'll play a video game and the girls complaining. I was talking to the girl a little about this. You never thought about it in this aspect. Don't you appreciate that? You know where he is when you go to work. She's like, you know what? That's true. He know when I leave this house, he could be right at the game playing. He could be right on the video game, still there. When my girl leaves the spot, I want a video game in my drawers. I could be outside the street being a hoe, but nah, I'm home, play the game. So I would rather play my time. I want to play video games than to go outside, even because I'm already hanging on my guys on the phone.
I mean, I think that is good because you wouldn't be a very good hoe. So it's just,
I know.
But you want the video games to be your girl's sense of confidence that you're not doing shit.
It don't have to be a sense of confidence because whether it's a confidence or not, I'm gonna play it regardless. I don't need to be a sense of confidence, but it should also you got to think about positive ways of looking at things. So
you can, but how often are you playing though?
So me, I probably play about 4 times a week, about 3 hours when I play. 2 to 3. But I put wait, get before I get it.
I appreciate the honesty.
Hey, but let me dive into it though. Look, when I do play, it's usually because she's already going to sleep. She sleeps early, so it's like I'm staying up to like 12 playing when she's asleep at 9. So like my time playing doesn't really affect her. Like I'm neglecting her.
Respectable.
You know what I'm saying? And also, it's like a little side hobby. I've been gaming for a while. I'm an athlete competitor, so when I'm not competing no more. So now my spare time of being competitive is on video games. It's a chance for me to express myself, be competitive. You know, I'm not out here tackling people no more. I'm not out here wrestling people no more. I'm not out here doing other stuff. So this is a way, as males, found a way we can still be competitive and still be with our guy friends for most part.
I'm glad you said some things that are realistic because you for sure would be a hoe.
But John, why you doubted me, bro?
Bro, because I'm telling you right now, bro, nobody's gonna pick up the corner, bro.
Because of body positivity, because I put on a little COVID weight.
well, shit. Since you want to jump there, I got a question for you. Since we're talking about that, do you think your video game hobby has contributed to your gain of not a couple pounds but a lot?
Nah, because
that is a topic though. Like
no, hell no.
Not for you, bro. Not for you. I'm just talking about for other people.
Hell no. I'm not gonna let you finish. No, why it didn't contribute to me gaining weight or losing because I lose weight when I play video games. When COVID first hit, I actually lost 30 pounds. I was weighing about 230.
And so then it turned into COVID plus 19 a day.
Then after a couple months of COVID, when I got my new apartment, I got a little more comfortable. It wasn't as me. I didn't have a gym at my house because I was living with my grandparents. We had a gym in there. When I got my own apartment, there was no gym there. We didn't have a gym, but it's closed. So like,
old money, I'm a gym weight, bro. Old money, brand new weight, nigga.
You work full time.
Full time.
How often do you take your girl out?
Probably we have like a date day. I take her out.
Do you take her out? Do you take her out nearly as much as you spend time playing that game?
I can't. We restricted.
You can. We ain't not that restricted.
We in the park.
You can go outside. You take her on a walk. You can take her on a picnic. Take her on a drive-through. You take her and do that shit as much as you play the game.
No, I don't do that.
You don't. Period.
Hey,
wait, I got a defensive question on that.
But that's where the problem goes. Y'all think it is female. Go ahead.
I'm hanging, bro.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's what the problem with y'all think it is females just collectively getting in this little funk about y'all being in the game. But the problem with the game is that's how y'all use your little escape to get away from other shit. Like dead ass.
Get away from y'all.
And that's fine. And you still if you kicking it with us outside of that, but y'all spend so much time out the game that y'all are not doing other things with your women.
Okay, that's fair.
There needs to be a balance, and y'all come home be like, I'm tired from work, I'll play the game. Okay, play the game for a little bit. Come fuck me after, or do something, or take me out.
I'm tired after that. I can speak for everyone.
Okay, then fuck us first, and then play your game when we sleep. Take us on a date, and then go play your game.
Hey.
Okay.
Why never take me?
Hey, you know what? I agree. Women should take their man on dates.
Why can't you stop playing the game? Get it, fuck us off the games. Fuck us off the game.
Hey.
Fuck us off the game.
Wait, does that work? Wait, what game do you play? What game do you play?
Call of Duty.
Do you play Fortnite?
I used to.
Okay, when you at the last one, if your bitch come out in front of you naked and there's the last two of you left, you tell me you gonna stop and drop your drawers back?
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
you feel me? Thank you.
Okay, that's
don't play with me. I see this shit. No.
That's the only time it's like.
No. Like, let your bitch come down trying to be cute. My bitch, if you don't fucking
yeah. But the game just started.
Hold on. That's crunch time.
Put that motherfucker down, right?
But I understand it because
Fortnite
was definitely when it was a fun game. When it was a fun game, it was definitely too. Like I was saying, I had like say for example, I had multiple times where I got fucked up the game and shit like that. But I'll tell you right now. It definitely depended on what kind of game I was playing. Because
you play 2K, you practicing on one-on-ones and just on blacktop, that's different. Then you can get fucked off the game. But if you playing a full-ass game, nigga, you're not getting off that shit out there. Are you playing live in y'all bed?
No,
not
directly.
Yes.
Let's home in real quick. But she say some key stuff right here. So you say it's about the timing of him playing the game. We should make that move.
If you're gonna do that, but like I said, a lot of
So it's like you know the game. So
I know the game.
So
for
like
me,
you know you look at that.
me, I know. I'm like, okay,
it's quarter one.
Nothing I'm doing is gonna get him. But not all females do know that. And if you're not putting your woman on that and you still neglect her, she not gonna know. All she gonna think is you didn't want her over the game.
So teach him.
Yeah, teach her.
Like, bitch, it's the first quarter. No, you can bump me down. So that fourth quarter come.
It sounds like a woman though that pay attention to her man. Though, you feel what I'm saying? She see that he on the game. What type of game he on? The severity of the game. That's the key ingredient. You feel what I'm saying?
You definitely hype because like a lot of girls won't look at a game like, oh, this nigga in the fourth quarter. Let me see
I'm
noticing the game.
There's been times I'm like,
gems.
I'm feeling myself. I'm finna come out and out people. I'm like, like I can't do nothing. Go back and take my ass back.
See, now let me show you the experience.
Don't have no kids.
Because me, you already know. Dartise, I would say I'm just like you. But right now, I don't got a girl. I ain't got a girl right now. But I'm just like you. I like to play video games, like usually after the fact. But when I did have a girl, for example, like I was playing a game, and it was actually a serious game, and I was playing with one of my friends. And I remember I was in mid-sentence with this nigga. Then all of a sudden, I just feel my pants come off. And then next thing you know, boom, getting some head right throughout the game. And then I'm sitting there talking to my friend. I said, yeah, he's right. and then we just playing the game. I just put my controller down, players stop moving and shit like that, walk away. Next thing you know, I'm in some cheeks and you just my fucking phone is just blowing up. Like, bro, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, where are you?
You think you're not streaming, bro? You had a little tape going on.
Shit. All I know is that was a time where I was just like, I was in something serious and my friend was like hella mad and shit. Because usually like.
And that does happen. Like, I've heard that too. They'd be like, because I have been in a place where I pull him away from the game for a second because it's okay. You got the team, whatever, he'll, go hide on like Fortnite. And I can pull him away. Same thing. On the PlayStation, like they fucking, where the fuck you at, man?
Hey, look at that shit. They call you FaceTime.
I'm like, can y'all leave this nigga alone for 2 seconds?
All right, I got a question towards you, though, instead of answering it thoroughly. So, first question, you can just list them all. Do you live with your dude?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You used to live with him, so before you lived with him, did you know he was a gamer? Or when you lived together, then you found out?
No, he was a gamer before, but.
So you already knew what you was getting yourself into?
To an extent, yes.
So you know how streaming is because you had
But like there was the evolution of gaming has changed so much from because I started dating my baby daddy when I was like 16 years old.
Oh no, gaming didn't change like a
motherfucker. So like with the live and then just like Blacktop on 2K, that shit fucking changed the game when Blacktop came out. I was like, we doing this or we're doing this, and then. When Fortnite came out, a whole nother ball game.
Okay.
It's just the evolution of games has taken your attention more than it did when we were younger.
Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Would you be okay, because it was actually a topic with like Gabrielle Union and D-Way have scheduled sex, would you be okay with scheduled sex if she's a gamer? You need spontaneous.
Damn.
I don't know. That one I could be okay with scheduled sex if like we still have spontaneity in the relationship. Gotcha. If we're only having scheduled things and that's based off of your game time,
so
let me fucking go. Yeah. Send me away. I will bounce. But
next
different.
Okay, I respect that.
Wait, I want to ask
question. Okay, answer. Okay, I'm trying to get to know.
Hey,
Marissa and her highlights. Their defensiveness, defend us, the ladies out there.
That question kind of reminded me of what Kevin Hart said in his special when he was just like. Every night, every month on the night, I'm gonna give you some good dick. Right? You got good dick for one day a month. They have a scheduled sex, but I don't know. Like if it was a scheduled sex, like I don't know. It couldn't be every day. I'll tell you that.
Right.
Because then it wouldn't be something. But if it was like once a month or something like that, or maybe even like once every 2 weeks scheduled sex, it's like oh yeah. It's like I'm getting ready for game time. It's like I got my game jersey on.
But I mean, when you think about it, a lot of things are scheduled sex. Valentine's Day, that's scheduled sex. A birthday, that's scheduled sex. You go to a new hotel, y'all fucking. That's scheduled sex.
You got sex is hotel sex.
Right, hotel sex is different, but that's planned. That's what I'm saying. That's scheduled. But you can't have your whole relationship based on scheduled sex. No fucking way.
I'd have to veto that. I say anywhere sex.
That's what I was gonna post. Yeah, that's a debate or something.
Wait, what? You said what?
I don't even know, bro.
FBI, come get this. We got him. We got him. We saw a shadow having sex.
Hey, but like realistically, bro, I gotta. It kind of came to me right now. I feel like talking about gaming and like should you let your guys play a game? I feel like the hybrid of gaming y'all talked about a little bit, and it's like a small aspect of it. Gaming is taking over the world. More people are playing games than going outside to the park on the club. So it's a natural thing that. Because guys, women play gaming a lot more too, but guys are like really at the forefront of it. Gaming, it's kind of like it really is that reality escape. That's kind of you watch futuristic movies. They talk about like going up to the gaming world and shit like that. Yeah. So it is a point where I think, cause women and men gotta adapt in a sense.
They do.
And it's kind of like along with adapting, some with communication, of course, you gotta be like.
I damn near disagree with that shit though.
I think they're also as far as the adaptation though, adapting as far as knowing when too much is too much. Like if you do watch those movies where the game is in the gaming world and like you got all this VR and shit, they get so stuck in this false reality that it makes them hate their own reality. I don't want my nigga to be so in his game that he's using it as a vice to avoid his life. And that's where it gets to be too much. Like that's where it's too much.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Or like I've met dudes, like I have friends who've had boyfriends who literally do nothing but play the game. And if you're not getting paid to play the game, that is not okay. If you just play games hours
to pay the game,
you gotta play it.
You gotta play that.
But you gotta get there. But if you not do it, you still gotta do something in the meantime.
It's like having what's that thing? A Spotify rapper, not Spotify
Twitch.
rapper.
SoundCloud?
A SoundCloud rapper. Like you gotta just believe in his dream until that nigga make it.
I'm gonna believe in your dream, but you still gotta work in the meantime.
Exactly.
Though. You still gotta do something. You can't just be like, look, this is my shit and I ain't doing nothing. It's like, because let me do that. Now you mad at me.
Exactly. Because I feel like she got a really really good point. Like for example, let's say this right. the equivalent to a guy like, because I mean, for example, Fortnite. That's a game where it's like motherfuckers, if they're still playing it, they're damn near trying to go pro, right? Yeah, because it's like a game that's so like it's giving away so much money, millions of dollars, that a lot of people are just like trying to go professional in Fortnite, become a content creator. I feel like the same thing is just like, for example, like say if your girl was trying to become a model for like Fenty makeup or something like that, she's spending. What?
No, he should just
no,
Woo, that's a whole nother topic.
I'm talking about makeup artists, like where they spend hella time like buying expensive makeup and then putting it on just to take it off. You know, just like basically doing it like you're making a YouTube channel or something like that, but you're wasting hella money on like these expensive ass products, but you're trying to like get picked up by Fenty, and it's like it's the same shit with guys spending hella time in a video game hoping to get picked up by a team. A professional gaming team.
I think with that one, I think that's communicating. Like, let your girl know, like, this is what I'm trying to do with that, and then also, like you said, still make time for it. I will say, I do sometimes. I'm a very routine person, so I do get in that routine. Like, off of work, I'm going to play the game, but it's not trying to escape reality because I love my reality. I love my career, my job, and stuff like that. Like I'm doing, I like going to work every day, so I'm not trying to escape it. It's just so fun. I feel like high school. I feel like a kid again when I can hang out with all your guy friends, like. When we were young, me and my brother used to always go hang out with a group of friends. I said, "Don't you can't do that as much." So the game is a way for us to kind of get that feeling back again.
Yeah. To an extent, though, but if y'all got time to plan 3 hours, unless y'all niggas are from across the state, which is also the case at times.
But 3 hours is hella.
That's a long time, and honestly, for most niggas, I did notice that is at times that is like a normal time slot. They're playing like 2, 3, 4 hours. Like it's.
I mean, now if you do that one day out the week, that's cool.
That's 1 day out the week, but 4 days out the week, 3 hours. That's a long time. And like, and then I'm not attacking you, but this coming from a woman, like I said, if you're not putting as much effort and like time management into your girl as you are into your time space for your game, that's when it becomes an issue, and that's why we feel neglected, because like you're taking a whole time, like you're making this like effort to.
You talk about time. I got something for you.
Already.
No, I got something for you. You basing off our time management skill, but if we manage time for you, but you don't optimize that time, and then who fault is that? If we make time out the day, like, hey, you know what, this day I'm not gonna play the game as much. We give you your shot. We give you your window, your M&M, your one opportunity to prove to us that I'm gonna give you this 2-hour window to wow me. To play my game. I'm joking.
No.
I was out there a little bit. But like, I had these moments where I kind of okay, you know what? I'm not gonna hop on the game today.
What we finna do?
I'm gonna go watch the movie with you.
I'm gonna watch the movie. What movie are you gonna watch today?
I'm bored as hell. I'm gonna like watch that. My girl like, I'm just gonna sit through it. Nothing pop off. And then I get a little frisky. Are you playing the game? Or you don't want to play the game? Now you just want something. Oh, now I just gotta want something.
That's what I.
Now I just gotta want something. You want me to talk for you?
That is all like, whoa, we at the end of the road. Oh yeah, you right, nigga.
Now they want you to go back on your game. All week you was on your game. Now you watch the movie. You just want some butt now. Like, oh, now I gotta want some cheese now. Oh, I just can't hang out with you if it happens.
But in their defense, here's what I gotta say, bro. You gotta realize that we don't know what the fuck women be thinking sometimes. Yeah. And so even though they're saying that, it means that they're probably happy. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, if they're acknowledging it, then maybe it's because, they want to get something out of it. They were probably feeling like hella hurt before. But even though they're expressing it in a way it's like, oh, go get back on the game. They don't really mean go get back on the game, because there's a bunch of times where it's just like, all right, babe, like I'm going out. I'm going out.
9 times out of 10 when a woman say something, she wants you to say the opposite shit.
So
you get what I'm saying?
Girls will say something.
Like, go play your game.
Yeah. So like I said, I was trying to get, like, for example, you say like, you saying like, babe, I'm about to go out. I'm about to go out with a guy. She's like, okay, have fun.
No,
like,
you can be in there.
Does she really mean that?
Video games and all that. My bad, go ahead, my brother.
Okay, no, I'm trying to say it one more time, bro.
I'm just saying y'all stumbling deep in these relationship talks right now, my brother.
No, I'm talking about with video games. I'm just making it. I'm trying to make it comparable to a certain situation, because like saying, like for example, when she says, "Oh, go hop back on the game," like, "Oh, you just want to hang out with me now," it's like the same thing as you saying like, "Oh, babe, I'm going out with the guys," and she said, oh, "Okay, go have fun." But she really like she really don't want you to go out, but
I'm gonna have fun. Deuces.
Shit, you sound like you're about to go have a little bit more fun.
Get it down.
How long have y'all lived together?
Like 6 months. I actually haven't had the chance to actually go out while she's young.
Okay.
This is my going out. This is my escaping for the weekend. Hanging out with y'all. I mean, usually I go to my apartment, but that's beside the point. But switch, Joe. We kind of got. You got a final statement about guys playing video games before we hop on to the next topic? No, you said your piece.
I said
you
my
said gonna be turning guys playing the game.
That's all I said.
I gotta give her respect.
Ladies, take notes for sure. Take notes because y'all do not pay attention.
I hope you got a pen and pad in hand. Watching this YouTube video.
Y'all gotta know when to distract us. Off
Hey, all I know is you better have at least 7 bullet points written down because there's some.
Look, remember, if I'm in the fourth quarter, don't disturb me. First, you gotta chance.
Definitely, if it's a close game, you gotta watch all that type of
Don't
shit.
even touch him on both sides. Just don't.
First quarter is the green light. Second quarter it depends because before the half ends. Third quarter.
Though, I'm not tripping. I'll put the game down. I ain't gonna feel me.
He's not a gamer.
You see, that's 1 out of 3.
But you're not a gamer though. That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
But these niggas are gamers. Most gamers, that's not gonna happen.
Not to cut y'all off. I done been around this bed.
Wait, go about it like that,
bro. Look, I done been around this bed on the video game, bro. Yeah. My guy is highly competitive.
Bro, that's if we're playing for money or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
but you're not playing on your leisure.
If he lose, bro, he hella mad over there. Like, you get what I'm saying?
What they gotta do with this girl?
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? If
that means
if
his girl was
do no sexual shit in front of him playing against my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Right next to me.
Okay, but you just said if it's
or
on
what
money,
if you on live?
If you on money and your girl step in front and make you lose, you gonna be hot as a
that's
motherfucker.
different.
But again, that comes with communication. You gotta let her know.
Arena in a while.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why you feel me? I ain't been in that in a minute.
So basically, you're saying you've been out of sight.
No, bro, I ain't been in. I'm talking about playing for money on the game. I ain't been playing the game hella serious and hell long, bro.
Okay.
Okay. Let's come back in. Let's get to the next
one. Well, like back to Dartiste. Now, would you say your video game habit has an effect on your physical health? and your
I told you, bro. I literally in college 220 all muscle was playing video games all day.
So what do you know?
What I do now, I work and all the gyms are closed. I'm still struggling your weak ass, so it don't matter. It don't even matter.
Got all the weight.
But that's not what I'm talking about. That's because we're speaking about weight. Let's talk about, we want to go into this thing. So if y'all been paying attention.
Let's go to this thing.
We want to go to so if y'all been paying attention to Instagram, social media, Chloe and Haley, like one of the sisters talked about the silhouette challenge from TikTok and how she did the silhouette challenge and people were kind of body shaming like, you're doing all this for fame and you're not, representing the black woman in the right light. You over-sexualize yourself, and people already over-sexualize black women. And to start off, we want our special guest to kind of go into that, like body shaming and how people portray women. Like, do you think it's okay for like women to express their bodies and that body positivity, or do you think some women are taking it a little too far, where it's kind of pushing that objectivity towards women, like y'all just
like pushing that narrative, like it's okay for me just. Yeah. I think
Where do you stand, pretty much?
I stand for me personally, I like to show a little bit, be cute. But I wouldn't personally do some of these challenges because I like to, for me, and this is just me, I like to save certain things for my relationship.
You're not busting it on a TikTok?
I've never done the busting challenge, and I won't. But just any of those. Like, I like some of them, I think they're cute and they're all fun. But a lot of social media influencers, yes, they are banking off of their bodies, and I don't think if that's how you want to bank, that's fine. Body positivity all the way. If that's how you want to show off and you proud of your body, I think there is no issue with that. Now, I don't think it's good to push that narrative on anybody though. Yeah. I don't think it's like with
the actor, what's her name?
Chloe and Haley.
Well, anyway, just like pushing that narrative, like everybody should be naked. Like if a girl is wants to dress more modest, you shouldn't be like, girl, show it off, show that booty, show them. Don't do that. Like I think it's to each their own. So very pro-choice. I think it's very pro-choice, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's an issue with it. Like I was mad that they were doing. First off, she's grown. She's whole ass 20 years old now.
24. She said 23. She said.
I was like, she older now. I was like, she's not a baby. It's not like even if she was just 18, she's grown. She can do that.
Exactly.
So I don't. Most guys, we don't be tripping.
Chloe Bailey.
I have a daughter now, so I
have a daughter too. Oh
yeah, go take your parent mindset.
She's still a baby. She's still a baby. So
see, I kind of wanted to say something about the body positivity. I mean, I'm probably might go on a long rant, but I feel like I'm qualified to say that. The reason why body positivity and like basically unhealthy people to me is like very important, because I'm gonna take a twist right now. I have diabetes. I have type 1 diabetes, and the result of being like super overweight and at a healthy weight and trying to push the narrative of being body positive, I'm gonna tell you right now, being diabetic is not positive. And becoming a diabetic because of your unhealthy habits is not something to be proud about. And the reason why I say that is because I was born basically with diabetes, didn't come along until like I was like later on in life. It's genetics. I mean, you look at my body, I'm in shape, it's fine. But keep going. But saying with, as far as people with type 2 diabetes, you know, a lot of people, especially when I like come into people who like with type 2 diabetes and something like that, they try to relate to me. And even though diabetes is kind of like the same disease, it's not related.
Wait.
Like people, I'm like type 2. Yeah. Like I would say like I wouldn't say like fat people, but people who are overweight, and it's to an extent where it's unhealthy for
How
them.
the fuck they be doing it like?
And so the way they try to relate to it is like, oh, I have diabetes too. And I'm just like, well, our diabetes is different because even though there's diabetes, like hear me out, because if you listen to the commercials, you listen everywhere as far as like when it goes to diabetes, there's no like surgery or efficient treatment for type 1 diabetics, but there's something for diabetes for type 2. There's a cure for type 2. There's a surgery, and then of course you can just work your way out of it. You can get healthy again. You can get your pancreas working. But for type 1s, once we're diabetics, type 1 is genetic, our shit is gone. It's not coming back. Yeah. It's extremely rare in other cases, but the reason why I sit here and I just kind of like cringe at people, I'm just like, I don't hate on anybody that wants to be like, you know, they're proud of their body. The thing I don't like though is if they're at a very unhealthy standard and they're pretending it's okay.
I get you, Marjorie. I'm here to rain on your little parade. I'm about to be on your goddamn.
Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
There's two things I gotta say. Were you like this before you got? Because I was there when you got diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah, I know.
Did you not have this mindset before this happened?
Did I not have this mindset before this happened? Because
were you still?
Well, I mean,
positive towards overweight people before you got diagnosed with diabetes. You said that's why you are like that because you see.
No. I would say no as a youth because I was diagnosed when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, but before that, 14,
before that, I wasn't, and that's fine. I'm not afraid to say.
I'm not either.
The fuck, I grew up. I'm 24 years old now. About to be 25 in a couple months. But I wasn't like that. But here's what I will say. I was very skeptical about people with diabetes. I remember there was this kid in my class. He had type 1 diabetes. I didn't understand shit about it. And I felt bad because I treated him a different way.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about me being a different way.
He's asking he's like that, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm saying I wasn't like
you still made fun of fat people being fat, right?
Yeah, I still do.
So it doesn't matter if they got diabetes or not.
No, it does matter. No, it does matter. I'm talking about more sympathy. Making fun of fat people doesn't make fun of like doesn't make a difference to me making fun of skinny people, dark people, or anything like that.
Whoa, you made fun of dark people?
I just made fun of this nigga.
Oh my god.
Nah, but shit, we about to.
I'm leaving.
We got 11, 12, and 1 a.m. right here.
You better stand tall.
Man.
But I mean, I kind of want to move on from that point because I had a point about the silhouette challenge and the busted challenge, and I just want to say, as far as people like shaming Chloe and shaming people just doing the challenges in general, I need you to shut the fuck up. Because here's the thing: do you watch porn?
Period.
If you're watching porn and you're sitting there, I wouldn't want my daughter to be a porn star. I don't want to see.
Supporting the industry.
But you're supporting the industry, so why would you try to talk down it? If you're still watching it, then you're supporting it. You are the provider of that.
That's some stroke shit though. Hold on, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
For your daughter, man. At the end of the day, like it's just like okay, a lot of young niggas be cheating on their bitches when they're young, right? Be messing around on them, right? You don't want that for your daughter.
For sure.
But you gotta fucking pray to God that shit don't happen to your daughter. That's that karma. Mm-hmm. But it's the same thing. Like he said, you're supporting that industry. You can't fucking like, oh fuck. Like I don't think there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans. I don't want one because I don't want to be like Leah. That's my daughter. I'm gonna be like, shout out to Leah.
Shout out to Duty. We love you.
None of that shit. Blah 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 blah. And I done did it.
Like, mom, you was already busting it down, mom. I can't bust it down. I'm
and she might be grown and shit. Honestly, the way shit is going as far as women being more, or like sex work, just in general, how more accepted and progressive we are getting towards sex work. nigga, that may not be an issue when our kids are grown.
Yeah,
that may be real fucking normal amongst our kids.
Yeah.
That's in like 20 years. That's the thing.
That's why motherfuckers need to touch on that shit before, bro, because they trying to legalize all type of shit, legalize the ages younger, bro. OnlyFans, bro, that shit is not cool, bro, and everybody supporting that type of shit. See, I feel like they is two different things, though. I ain't gonna lie.
What's not cool about it?
And it's
what's wrong with OnlyFans?
I see at the same.
You're not touching nobody.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the problem. No, play.
Hey,
let's hear it. He said, but we gotta hear what he gotta say. What?
Your tongue is going
I'm cool. I ain't even finna go on.
It's just an open space, bro. What's the man?
I'll touch on OnlyFans. I don't have an issue with OnlyFans. I don't have an issue with anybody making the money where they want to. I'm just saying, if you want to make the way, don't get mad what comes with it. I don't like the way I make my money.
100%.
Like if you do get a little criticism for it, like I know what I signed up for. Just know what you signed up for.
But
if you do like challenges,
some people be getting.
I mean, whether it's positive or negative, you should know what it comes with. No matter what job you do, you know it comes with positive and negative. I don't care what industry. It's pros and cons to every job you do.
Like you selling weed. 5 years ago, it was not as accepted as nobody gives a fuck if you got a whole dispensary now because it's hella legal. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah. But 5 years ago, you was looked at as like you trash, you can't do nothing, or you stupid, like you ain't got no education.
Something popular like weed was looked at like it was heroin.
You know,
facts.
It's the same thing. It really is. But I mean, and as far as sex work goes, shit. Honestly, we need to bring brothels fucking back. Brothels. Let these niggas go clap some cheeks up. I bet you that would decrease the rape rate. I bet you the infidelity, my nigga, disease. Bring that shit back.
That's a great point. If you give people, you give them easier option to get what they want in other ways.
Can you imagine taxing that shit? The hell of money pumped into the economy.
So bring pimps back. Make America pimp again.
I'll be a pimp on my own brothel. Let me tell you.
Make America pimp again. Okay, what's up? You got the little brothel on the corner. Man. I get my homies all the discounts. Now let's get back into it. So going into like Chloe and Haley and like they're in the situation and like body positive. I think kind of how you said, like I think women should just be more body positive. I think as a man, I think it's really attractive when a woman is confident with her body. I don't care if she's skinny, extra thick. Just right, I don't care what she. As long as she's confident, I give it that much. Like,
happy women, that shit blows through her skin.
Whether I'm attracted to her or not, what I want to look at, but me seeing out like she's an attractive woman, whether it's like you're my type or not, just because you got that confidence. I feel like a lot of women that are big because society tells them are super skinny or super big, that wherever the opposite spectrum they're in, society tells them they're not good enough. So it kind of messes with it makes them shy, timid, so they lose that confidence, and that's also why they struggle getting what they want from men or getting men. But the women that I've seen, the other women that they on opposite space, like Lizzo, compared to somebody that's just a stick, but they have a positive and confident in themselves, and
she's happy.
And dudes just attract to that. Like, oh yeah, I don't care.
Honestly, the dudes that are super like picky about just all of the extra shit on the aesthetic of a woman, they usually got some insecurities on their own. Like that woman got to be their trophy, so she got to look a certain way because she represents me, as opposed to just being like, you know what, I fuck with your vibe, you're confident, I fuck with you. Too many niggas are worried about what the next nigga gonna think about their bitch too. That is a huge problem amongst a lot of men. They were too worried about what they friends gonna say about their woman.
But you gotta realize that what I realized at a young age, you know what I'm saying, I'm medium ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break down that medium ugly topic right there. So
I didn't know I was gonna say shit.
No, but like if you could look at a woman
not the whole point.
and think she's beautiful because of her vibe though. Like you ever seen someone she cool and then you really kick it with a female, you're like, but you fucking fine. It changes. That's the same thing for women and men. Like there's dudes I'm like, you know, you not nothing special, but I'm not talking to them like I'm very attracted to you.
I think I got my girls.
It's different. me and my ex used to talk about that shit all the time, how like a dude don't gotta be cute to be attractive. He gotta dress nice and got a fucking sense of humor, and that's a bag right there. That sense of humor is a bag for a female.
I say that's really essential for guys because it is.
Funny, y'all.
No, let me get to like that's essential for guys because like what guys aren't really defined as being a really attractive. Like, it is attractive guys like eye candy for girls, but a lot of guys don't really women don't base their want for a guy unless they're really young off of attractiveness about what you bring to the table. So as a guy, a lot of guys, I call it medium ugly. Girls are really specific in what type of guys they like. Whether like tall guys, short guys, they really know. They like guys mess with like all types of stuff, but girls know exactly what they want in a guy for the most part. So like some girls find me super attractive, like this dude Artista, and some girls like he ugly to hell to me. So I realized like you can't please everybody, you know.
Yeah. But that's the same for females. Dudes with females.
Nah, but dude hit them. Like I said,
and that's
like,
what
you talking about earlier. Is you in like the fuckable range? You gotta be not.
That's what I was
saying. We're talking about fucking and fucking weak.
Okay, that is
yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
I've seen dudes fuck like chopped females and then go and have a fucking baddie that's on their arm, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Where niggas be like, that bitch ugly, go and fuck her. I can't
that's
see
just
it.
But here's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, as far as people with body positivity, and I just want you guys to realize to respect people's wishes, man. Like if somebody can turn you down for any reason, you can't get mad at that because that's that person's preference. You can't get mad at somebody who's like, why you like let me finish real quick. Like why you can't get mad at somebody for saying. You can't get mad at somebody for saying like, you know, like for example, they came to me and was like, oh, I think you cute, and I was like, sorry, but like I just prefer slender women. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. And as a male, you gotta respect the same thing as like if you come at a female and she's like, I'm sorry, I like taller men. You can't get mad at that.
That shit.
You can't get mad at that. I don't like dark skinned women. You like, I gotta accept that. Based on attraction off of skin color.
I just feel like, why do you?
I'm like,
you don't have to.
I feel like that's a.
You
can like look at somebody and just be like, you know what? You cool, but I'm not there with you. That's not why. You're not my vibe. But you should, if you're telling somebody that you're not attracted to them by a certain like, yeah, like if you're like you dark, I don't like you, or like you too fat for me, that's disrespectful in itself. Like you don't need. It's just certain. Yeah, that's fine.
There's a respectful way to go about it, but you just can't get mad at them for saying like I don't want you.
But they should know. You can't get they say it. Like you just can't.
You for sure.
I mean,
most of the time, like I know hella bitches in Humboldt that was not cute trying to fuck with you.
Oh,
and what did you say? No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
But that's what I'm saying. They can't get mad at you because they don't know that you're not fucking with them bitches.
That's different. Yeah, exactly.
But some dudes would tell like, bitch, you ugly. Why the fuck would I fuck you? Like some niggas.
Some niggas are mean like that. Some niggas are mean. But that I would be mad at you. Like you ain't gotta say all that. Just tell me.
I'm just saying, if you say some shit loud and you get a reaction, you.
Okay, but let's be honest. Girls are way more disrespectful with dissing guys than guys are with girls.
Yeah.
First of all, let me get to the point. Look. First of all, a lot of girls don't really approach guys in the first place. It's like it's more of an anomaly when it happens. It happens. But it doesn't happen like way more. It's like ratio per capita. Like more guys approach girls than girls.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said post guys.
No, approach guys. My bad. I'll talk a little fast. They approach. So a high ratio. When a girl approaches me, if a girl approaches me, if I'm attracted, whether I'm attracted to her or not, I already see that as a compliment. Like that. I don't get a lot of these. You know, it's like it's every blue moon for me. I'm happy. So like, I ain't gonna be like I'm good. I'm not even gonna say I don't. I'm like thank you. I appreciate it. Not just be on with my business. Now vice versa. Y'all get approached so much. Y'all start developing this like. Yeah, nigga, leave me alone syndrome. Like this nigga's always owe me.
I have a boyfriend.
That does not work though, and that's where I was about to go. Like,
friends.
Okay, yes, you don't even. Okay, as a female, like I said, it ranges from you could be butt ugly with a booty,
get a strap.
Like it don't matter if you fuckable and a nigga pressing you, they'll say anything under the fucking sun. And some niggas are super aggressive. Some men are very aggressive. And yes, after a while, sometimes you'd be like, please, back up. Mm-hmm. Even me, sometimes like I'll go to the gas station and somebody's like yelling from across the way. I'll be like,
gas station.
Right, like I be going, like I don't even say nothing. But it also it really depends on your demeanor and how you're going about it. A lot of the 9 times out of 10 people on IG don't want to fuck with it, especially if they're like, hey, beautiful, how you do? Like,
how you must approach them then?
Just say what's up, or I mean, a person like
guys take notes.
Female, like honestly, that hey beautiful shit, nobody want to hear that. Like compliment me later, but like just talk to me like a regular ass person first.
Like what's up? What's good?
Yeah, like what's up? How you doing? Or like that's hella
hey, she about to have like 3 dudes in her DM tonight. Like what's up? Ice. They want to send the ice emoji, like wave with the ice emoji. I can make you Miss Icy over here.
One name. But no, a lot of people feel like that just because a lot of dudes can't say no for an answer.
Exactly.
A lot of guys are very aggressive. Like they'll approach a female and just.
There are.
Like I said,
there's weirdos out there.
I was locked down for what, 8.5 years. Most dudes that had tried to press me, I would be like, oh, I'm spoken for. They'd be like, oh, but your man won't let you have friends. Well, not that kind of friend, my nigga. Like
exactly.
No. But
you gotta come out in the right way.
After a while, sometimes you be like, man, don't nobody fucking talk to me. But you can. I definitely think a lot of females can. Their little heads get a little pumped, and you can be nice about it. I have as I've gotten older, I've been nicer about it.
Just real quick, all I gotta say is just don't take it personal. Like, just be alright with just being like, alright, fuck it. Like, you don't
right,
gotta,
like just step away. Like, to let it be that. Don't take that shit.
You know, it's getting to the end of the podcast. I got like 1 or 2 follow-up questions with you, and we can wrap it off that. You know, we can send it off. So, are you single now?
Okay.
So now, when guys approach you, do you actually base it on how they approach you? Because I don't got time for you. How would you? Pretty much, I'm asking like, how would you want a guy to approach you now? Because I feel like the reason I ask that question because I feel like nowadays everything is done on social media, internet now. Because a lot of women don't like being approached in public. They feel like it's awkward, it's not the right thing. But back in the old, that was the only way to really approach women.
See, for me,
like,
I prefer to be approached in person. In a respectful manner.
Don't come off saying,
So,
"Hey,
like,
beautiful." They
right, just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, you know, what is your name? You know, but it's a demeanor too. You can always tell the niggas like that's like hovering, like they come up a certain way. A demeanor is huge. Energy is big. Yes, energy is big. Demeanor is everything. But as far as social media goes, I prefer him. You know, I post shit all the time. I post funny shit. I post real shit. You know, comments on that first. You know, feel my vibe a little bit. Say what's up. If you come in my shit and just be like, hey, text me, I'm trying to fuck with you, or you come off too strong, too quick, I'm just gonna assume you want to fuck. Don't talk to me no more.
But don't women say if that's what you want, but be straight up with them?
Oh, but yeah,
that's a setup. Hey, don't ever say you want to.
It's not a setup.
No,
that's facts though. Why waste either of our time? If you just telling me you want to fuck, I have the right to be like, I don't. So let's just not even go any further.
Exactly.
I'd way much rather like. You find like I'm trying to see what's up with that pussy. Like, okay, well I don't, so you're not gonna find out.
I want to say like that's completely fine too, because I mean, 9 times out of 10, most likely you gonna get 9 times out of 10 you gonna get turned down. But I mean, if she feeling the thing too, if she feeling just as bold as you, she'll say it too. There's definitely females out there.
Stop mixed emotions.
You know where you stand with the person.
I mean, we grown at the end of the day.
Damn.
We fucking grown. Like, just say what's up. Like, if this is what you're looking for, let that be known.
Drake, bro. We fuck on the first night, man.
Hey, you killed it here. You did a great job. We need to have Jessica on the episode.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, she killed it over here. I like she had the attitude, bravado. She spoke with a lot of you women.
Hey. We just turned up on niggas, got one on you.
She was on me, man.
Yeah, she came out with some good ass gems today. All I say is, I said y'all better take notes because I for sure took some mental notes that I'm about to go write down in a notebook or some shit like that. Cause that was pretty good. That was pretty good as far as like, I want to say, I'm gonna be a little corny right now. I'm just like, what did I learn from today? I feel like fucking I'm in Elmo Street and shit. Like this is what the fuck I learned today. She made a great point for the gamers out there, bro. If you guys really play games, like you really understand this. As far as the amount of time you spend on the game, do you still spend the amount of time of that, like taking that time with your girl? Like that was a really good point, because if you come home playing 3 hours, and you give her 1 hour in a week, that's fucked up.
Women, y'all can take y'all men out on dates.
Absolutely.
The same time.
I absolutely.
Same time, but you just it's got to be compromised. It's got to be compromised.
It's got to be reciprocity. Oh, big thing. Love language. Learn each other's love language. That avoids a lot of issues.
Affirmation.
Yes.
Mine is money, but I'm M80. You know what I'm saying? We are Don't Do That Chat. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, until next time, don't do that.
Get it, cut it.